Good Saturday evening, everyone. Just wanted to give you an update on our winter weather situation that's developing. First of all, this is our winter weather alerts map. Those blue shaded counties you see across Middle Tennessee and East Tennessee, that's a winter storm watch. The purple shaded counties that you see for West Tennessee, much of Mississippi, believe it or not, and much of Arkansas, those are winter storm warnings. Now you'll notice Kentucky hasn't issued anything yet. I think they're a little hesitant. They're hesitant because I think they're questioning how much snow they will get out of it. Which leads me to my point of, those of you closer to the Kentucky border are probably the least likely to see the heavier snowfall totals. So those of you across, say, the southern half of Cumberland County might stand a better chance at seeing the higher end snowfall totals. So by higher end, lower end, I'm forecasting 1 to 3 inches with isolated higher amounts in areas that we always see isolated areas that have higher amounts. But if I think the higher amounts would tend toward those of you in the southern half of Cumberland County. And those of us in the north half of Cumberland County on up through Fentress County would lean toward the lower end of that scale. So, but Kentucky has issued some winter weather advisories at the western end of their state, and I suspect they'll issue some winter weather advisories for the rest of Kentucky as we go through time. That's my assumption. Those light blue shaded counties you see across the Midwest, upper Midwest, woo, that's the big story, folks. That's cold. That's warning of cold, dangerously cold air. So those folks are having to deal with some really cold temperatures, and we're going to have to deal with that too before all is said and done. Farther to the west, you see more winter storm warnings and watches. That's another system that we'll be tracking as it moves across the country and comes into nears our neck of the woods by the end of the week. So my chance for different snowfall amounts, like I said, I'm still sticking with 1 to 3 inches, isolated higher amounts. You see your chances there. I'm giving just about everybody almost 100% chance of getting an inch of snow. Pretty darn good chance for 1 and 1.5 inches. Not too shabby for 1.5 to 2. And then you see where you go down to 60 and 50% as you near 3. And then those of you for the 3.1 and above, that's about 30% chance. So it's not zero, that's for sure. I know some of you all are probably going to get 3-4 inches of snow, but I don't think that'll be the widespread common amounts. Now, I've got in yellow writing down there, y'all. Look down there, that yellow writing. Don't be sticking the ruler in a snowdrift. Find 3 level locations that are not affected by wind-blown snow. Measure those. Take the sum of those measurements, divide by 3, and that gives you your snowfall total. Okay, so again, no sticking the ruler in a snowdrift. And I say that because this is a dry, powdery snow for the most part. There are some indications that some of you all south of the interstate will have a little bit of a wetter snow, but it's still going to be pretty dry. So that can be easily blown around. So unfortunately, this isn't going to be the pretty on the trees, and all that stuff kind of snow. It's going to be blowing around, just that dry, powdery stuff. Not a good snowball making snow, not a good snowman making snow, but it's snow. We'll take what we can get, right, snow lovers? Yeah. Anyway, so, but it'll also kind of blows off the roads. It tends to, so that would be good. So it's a snow event, that is for sure. There will be impacts to travel, but this isn't some devastating snowstorm blowing in that's going to cripple travel. And there will be travel complications, that is for sure. That's one of the reasons why they issue the winter storm watches and whatnot. No doubt will be upgraded to a warning. But anyway, so the drill. Go get your milk, go get your bread if you haven't already. From what I've seen on social media today, it looks like everybody did that. So good job. So you will not be without milk and bread. But my goodness, in all seriousness, I have some other tips on the website, meteorologistsmart.com. If you have to travel, like you have to go to work, like you still have to work no matter how bad the weather gets, make sure you have your cell phone fully charged, tank full of gas, got a blanket in the car, some food. I mean, these temperatures that we're going to by what, Monday night and Tuesday night, if you have car trouble while you're on the road and your vehicle's not operable, you can get into some serious trouble pretty quickly. So make sure you can get help fast and make sure you can stay warm while that help is on its way. 5-day forecast. Snow develops Sunday night. We have an Arctic front coming through tonight. Now it's kicking off some snow showers and snow flurries out in northern portions of West Tennessee. Now, especially for those of us north of I-40, we may wake up to a dusting of snow in the morning. It's not likely, but it's definitely possible, especially the closer to the Kentucky border you get. But this Arctic front coming through is what's going to really set the stage for some chilly weather on Sunday. Northwest winds 10 to 15, gusts to 20, and a high of 27 if we're lucky. Some of the data suggests that's being very optimistic. Going down to the teens Sunday night with snow developing. I think it'll hold off till after dark Sunday. And closer probably to like the 8, 9, 10 o'clock hours, and especially after midnight. 100% chance of snow developing through the day on Monday. And then Monday night, it looks like, is when the bulk of the accumulation will probably occur, and tapering off to flurries by Tuesday morning. But Tuesday, a high of 20, a low of 0, and then you got mid-20s on Wednesday. We've gone below freezing for this evening. We did that at about, here at my thermometer, I did that at around 5 o'clock. I know I was at 32 at 5 o'clock. And we won't be above freezing again till Thursday afternoon, hopefully, because by Thursday we have another system that'll be approaching from the west. That system will more than likely, I know this is the day 5, the night of day 5, so it's far out, but that will more than likely bring another shot of snow Thursday night into Friday, and a reinforcing shot of Arctic air. So, I don't mind cold temperatures. When we get down to dangerously cold temperatures, down to 0 and below, that's just, I've got 0 for a low Tuesday night. Some of you all will go 2, 3, 4, 5 below, the typically colder spots. It's cold stuff, folks. Don't forget the pipes, pets, people, and plants if there's something. I know some of you all plant some like tropical-like things, and you left the bulbs in the ground. It's time to go dig those up. But make sure you check your pipes. Make sure you're ready don't want pipes to burst. Leave the faucet dripping. Make sure everything is as tight and secure as it can be. Those outside fur babies, make sure they're warm, dry, out of the wind. And then your elderly and your disabled friends and neighbors and family members, make sure they have heat sources that are safe. It's like when you talk to the emergency officials, when we get this cold, we almost always have a house fire. Let's not be doing that. Let's do whatever we can to prevent that. Let's make this the Arctic outbreak where we don't have no one gets hurt or anything like that. So safe heat sources. And if you don't know if it's safe or not, call someone that knows about that stuff. Like, I'm sure folks at Lowe's could help you answer your questions. Emergency services folks could probably answer your questions. Just make sure it's safe. Okay, let's all stay safe. Let's all stay warm. And if you're not a snow lover, it's like they say in the game, ready or not, here it comes. So you can either be happy with it or be miserable with it. So that's your choice. But we'll see exactly how much we end up getting. I'll keep monitoring things over the next 24 hours or so, and I'll keep you posted on any of the latest developments. But look for us to be upgraded to a winter storm warning at some point tomorrow. You folks have a wonderful evening. Stay warm. Keep looking up for more weather information to keep up with all this crazy madness. Just keep coming right back here to meteorologistmark.com.